If you're in high school, then this video is for you. I'm gonna talk about, I was gonna say regrets, but there's not that many. I don't even like saying the word regrets because I had a fantastic high school life. Like, I was depressed a lot, but looking back, the memories I had, like, I cherish. They were so great. But my biggest regret is that I wish I did more. I wish I got up to more mischief. I wish I had more of an attitude. I stood up for myself more, said what was on my mind. I wish I lived 100% consciously in the moment, if that makes sense. If you are in high school right now, I think you should make the most of everything, every little moment, and take it all in, because once it's over, you never get the same kind of experience again. Stand up for yourself. I really didn't stand up for myself much because I didn't want to escalate any situation, but I wish I stood up to teachers more. I wish I stood up to friends more. But after high school, you don't see many of those people again. And not only that, you're gonna need that skill when you get into your 20s. You should probably get that skill while you can, because if you can stand up for yourself early, then you can do it later on in life. When I entered my early 20s, I didn't really understand how important that was. A lot of people, you just gotta fly. No one really tells you this, but you need that. You're gonna have to stand up for yourself at work, in your own personal life. Like, you need that skill more than anything. And another regret is like rejection. I wish I got rejected more. You kind of need to get rejected to get over the fear of it. Rejection's just like an unexplored emotion. Well, it's not an emotion, but getting upset and angry or frustrated or down at yourself and feeling like you're a failure. You kind of need to go through that. Go ask that girl out. Try to make new friends. If they bully you, who cares? If you're feeling like nervous, good. Go and feel nervous, and actually, instead of trying to run away from it, accept that like it's just a human emotion. It's better that you intentionally suffer instead of passively suffering. Like, passive suffering is when you get bullied for no reason, but when you intentionally get hurt, you kind of grow yourself so much more. Rejection is just redirection. If you go out and explore, you go here, you get rejected, you bounce off the wall, you go over here, you get rejected again, and all the way over here is the goal, you made it. If you're only 5 rejections away from getting the most confidence you ever would dream of having, you would do it. I also wish we got up to more mischief in high school, just to do more shit just cause it was funny. Now you can't get away with it, but doing stuff back then is just so much more different, maybe because you're young. For all the young people out there, I suggest you watch In-Betweeners, American Pie, Superbad, Project X, and you will realize you don't need to be popular to fit in. If you can just grab a group of friends, you can make some of the best memories that you'll ever cherish. I ended up making a 2-hour movie that can't be released to the public of all the stuff we did, all the memories we had. I got all the memories from people's phones and I put them to music, and it goes for 2 hours. It's one of the best videos I've ever made. There's no amount of money that can pay for that video. We were too weird to be the cool kids, but we were too cool to be the weird kids, so we were in between. We got some of the most funniest memories ever. I remember we climbed construction sites just because we could. Like, it was just fun. We weren't supposed to be there, we were trespassing. Like, you can't do that now at this age, but back then, it was so like freeing. Feels like we were living. I miss sleepovers. Like, I can do them now, but they're just not the same. Something about staying up, playing Xbox, talking about life, eating junk food, and then walking around at night. Some of the funniest conversations you'll ever get in your life doing that. Talking about school, talking about girls, talking about the universe. It was great. I remember one sleepover where we went out and we're wearing masks, and I remember we were getting chased by someone on a bike or something, and we had to like hide in a bush as he went past. What were we doing? Being young and walking around at night is so different compared to being in your 20s. Sleepovers as well, like doing that as an adult is just, it doesn't hit the same. I want to sleep in my own bed. After a night out or whatever, I want to wake up in my own bed. Those late night sleepover conversations don't hit the same way they used to. Around 17 years old, it was such a weird shift. There was no cliques, there were no groups. Everyone was friends with each other and everyone got along for the most part. The more friends you make, the more opportunities you'll get. We somehow were the weird kids, and we eventually got invited to parties. At the start of high school, it was so hard to fit in and care about what people think, but towards the end, no one cares. That's the biggest thing I wish I could tell my younger self, is that no one cares. Go out and be yourself, make videos, do what you want to do. Like, genuinely, whatever your passion is, don't be afraid to chase it. I think a lot of people put on a mask in high school, and that's when they get this ego and they're not their true selves. Yeah, I wish I could be myself earlier. Just be you. Go and do stuff, and who cares about judgment? The people judging you, it says more about them than it does about you. Like, they're so focused on you, they're a spectator. You're the one living, you're being you, you're not a sheep. Being in high school, you can be depressed a lot because you're turning into an adult. It can be like a roller coaster with all the emotions that you're experiencing. In the moment, it can be hard, trying to fit in, trying to be friends with people, trying to get your work done, and then trying to figure out who you are in terms of style, how you speak. So much is going on, so it is hard, but you need to bring yourself back in the moment and understand it will be okay, and it does get better. It gets so much better. I thought high school was the end of life, as in, I thought I would never become happy. Everything's gonna be okay. Literally everything is gonna be fine. It's just a long-term thing. I remember I did talent shows in high school as well. I was so proud of myself for doing that because it's so cringe seeing someone breakdance in high school on a stage, but that was my biggest passion, and I'm so glad I did it. And I did it with Chesson. He was an absolute legend. We trained so much together, and I'm glad I had the confidence to do that. People congratulated me and said I did really good, but there probably was people on the side making fun of me and stuff. Going into it, I knew it was kind of cringe, but something about it I loved. The attention, no. I just love dancing to the music and performing my tricks. I think that's just being me. I was expressing myself. I was living, and I'm happy now, but now I got responsibility, which I like. I like leveling up myself, but if I could become this person that I am now in high school, it would go so much more different. Another thing as well is that towards the end of high school, teachers are grilling you and cooking you to join some university and to have this career all sorted out. You don't need to worry about that. That gives you so much unnecessary stress. Getting this all shoved down your throat when you don't want to as a teenager by teachers that don't necessarily care how they're presenting it to you. Yeah, stop worrying about that. Literally everything is gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be okay. You're not gonna be homeless, you're not gonna be poor, you're not gonna be on the streets doing drugs. Yes, it's good to have a bit of urgency for your goals and your dreams and whatever you wanna be, but it'll come to you. What your passions are as a kid, I think is the true you. Another thing as well, I probably shouldn't say this on camera, is that I wish I got into more fights. There's no reason to do that. It wasn't because I had hatred or anything, I just wanted to let out that primitive urge. I know that sounds messed up, can't explain it. It's something about that primitive urge not being repressed. For the most part, I was good with a lot of people. I tried my best to keep in touch with everyone after high school, but a lot of people go their own paths, a lot of people move, a lot of people are living their life, and that's fine. I still keep in touch with my very close friends in high school, and you want to keep it that way. So you got to chase your life because everyone's going to move out and chase their dream. It's up to you to chase yours. And not only that, you'll move on to other passions and stuff, and you won't have things in common anymore, and you'll still talk about high school. You don't want to do that for the rest of your life. It's good to reminisce and have nostalgia here and there, but you'll move on and that's fine. Being present with what you're doing now is so much better than constantly looking back in the past and thinking about the regrets and the what ifs. If I could summarize this whole video, get rejected as much as you can. Well, don't get desperate with it, but for the most part, get it out your system. Stand up for yourself, even if you really don't want to do it, even if things will escalate. Grab a good group of friends and make the most memorable memories that you ever will. Those are the three things. It'll set you up for the rest of your 20s. It is the advice I wish someone told me. You don't have to be popular. You don't have to fit in with the cool kids. You can have some of the best memories and funniest moments ever with a group of friends, going out to movies, going out to the shopping center and just goofing around, playing Xbox together, watching movies, getting up to mischief at night. Just do it. Do it. You're not gonna regret it. Nothing bad is gonna happen. Get out your comfort zone while you're young. And that pretty much sums up everything. Just be you. Like, genuinely just be you. Who cares what people think? Also, everything, literally everything is gonna be okay. I've heard some people in high school say that, oh, these are my best years. Like, it's only gonna get worse from here. No, you have freedom, you have no responsibility. Go out and just live. Get up to mischief. Grab a gnome from your neighbor's house and put it in your friend's neighbor's house and then watch the parents fight. Oh, the memories we had. Holy shit. I remember we had a Bluetooth speaker and we made our friend walk with it in the corridor, and my other friend played a girl moaning on the speaker, and so many people staring at us. It was one of the most hilarious things I've seen in my life. The pure embarrassment on his face. It was always funny as well watching the iPad kids in class fight. That was one of the most biggest core memories ever. Like, it's supposed to be scary, but it just came off as funny because the people fighting, oh, they weren't, you know, the most staunch people. I remember one kid flipped a whole table because he was raging at who knows what so hard, watching it unleash. I mean, it's not funny because he's going through something, but at the same time, like you can't help but not laugh at that age. Sex ed as well in high school. One of the funniest memories, just the teacher couldn't get a word in without everyone just pissing themselves laughing. I think I'll keep the other memories for myself. If your school's doing excursions, do them. I missed out on going to Uluru, probably missed out on a bunch of funny stuff happening. I went to City Experience, that was good. We went to the city for a week and did a lot of activities. But yeah, do all the excursions, trust me. If you're into acting or filming videos or anything or into drama, do your school's musical. I did it once, I wish I did all of them. I felt embarrassed doing it, but it's one of the funniest things you can do. It's such a core memory, especially when it's on video. Another thing as well you should do is to do your homework. I never did it because I'm like, this is never teaching me anything. I'm not gonna use this in the real world, but it will teach you to get into the habit of studying. That's something I've had to relearn to teach myself because I literally never did in high school. I'm like, this isn't teaching me shit. That's something you want to get into the habit of doing while you're young. I played a lot of video games with people and the time wasn't wasted because it was enjoyed, but I could have been more productive doing something instead of trying to be the highest level on Call of Duty or GTA. Try to get a hobby where you're doing something other than consuming. Try to learn a skill. Try to go to the gym, try to paint, try to write something, try to record music. Join a Muay Thai class, do BJJ, MMA, do boxing, something, football. Even if you think it's too late, just do it. The amount of people that once they turn 20 and above, they don't try new things. It's a bad habit. You always want to keep learning. You always want to try out new things because you could accidentally find your passion. All right, it's starting to rain now, so I think I'm going to end that video. I've got to yapped for another 3 hours.